Hi guys, and welcome to our new channel. Now our channel Andersons and Animals, or was it Animals and the Andersons? I can't remember. But what that's about, that's just basically about our family. We'll probably have videos with all of us in it. Sometimes we'll have videos with just me, or just the kids, or whatever. It's probably going to be fun, but we're also going to have some serious things too. And I'm here today to talk about one of those serious things. With it being the end of the year, I'm sure there's many people out there who are looking back and thinking to themselves, what have I achieved in 2018? And it can, unfortunately, lead a lot of people, especially this time of year, to depression. Now this is something I've been through myself quite a few times. Despite I've got the kids, obviously, we've got our home, my wife I love with all my heart, we've got all these things, and there's people out there who've got loads of money and have what's perceived to be a wonderful life. No matter who you are, where you are in life, what walk of life, depression has no rules. It doesn't discriminate. Anyone can suffer, and it's horrible. It really is horrible. I've been through it. I didn't like it, but the good news is I came out the other side. So I'm going to give you some tips on how you can come out the other side. I'm not guaranteeing that these tips are wonderful and you'll be smiling away and dancing down the street tomorrow, but it's something that I know will help, because it helped me and I know it's helped others. So even if one person watches this video and I help you, then that's all I want to do. I just want to try and help some more people come out their side depression, because I know this time of year especially, it's just, you can just feel it, and it's not nice at all. Now, like I say, depression doesn't discriminate. Anyone can suffer from it. One day you might just be feeling fairly okay, and then the next day you might wake up and then it just hits you. It feels like your world's ended almost, and you're just like, whoa. There's just this feeling in your head of emptiness, of sadness, of just uselessness, and it just feels like you can't do anything. And I know it's horrible. I know it's horrible. It's making you start thinking about it, but you can come through it. You can come through it, no problem. It's just it's tough, but you will get through this. Trust me, you will. So some of the tips I want to give you is just to try and help. And one of the first things I would say is a great tip for anyone suffering from depression is to read. I know it might sound a bit trivial. I know you might think to yourself, well, I'm depressed, that's the last thing I want to do. The last thing I want to do is just think, oh, I'll go on Amazon and get a nice book. But do it, trust me. Go on Amazon and get a nice book. Go on Amazon, look up depression, and find a book that everyone says, oh, that helped me, because it will help you too. I'll tell you why. I mean, when I first suffered depression, I'm not the type of person when it hit me, I was just like, what is this? Why is it happening? I was questioning why I was feeling that way, and I didn't understand it, and I wanted to understand, and reading is exactly the way to do this. Because once you know how depression works, once you know what it is and how the brain works, because that's what you'll get taught when you read a book about depression, once you understand how the brain works, you begin to realise that you can get out of it. Your brain begins to teach itself, look, this is how I'm feeling right now, but I won't be feeling this way forever. See, the thing about depression is it's like you've got a wheel turning in your head, and depression, it's almost like someone's just stuck a stick in the wheel and it just stops, and you can't think of anything else, whereas usually your brain's ticking along and you've got a million thoughts going on and on and on. When you get out of depression, you've only got one thought, and that's just sort of, everything's just pointless, and it's just a stage. It's just the stick's stuck in there. You need to get in, pull that stick out. You need to, and the way to do that there's many ways to do it, but the first of all is to read, to understand why it's happening. Because once you understand, a little bit of light will shine on through, and it just makes you feel better knowing how it works. It makes you feel better knowing that there's other people out there, because you'll read stories in books about other people suffering from the same thing, and that all comes together to help you. It just makes you feel slightly better. It does. And then once you get that little bit of hope, you can, it does help you then to think, right, I'm going to get through this. Another way to help you get through this is to eat well. I know it sounds stupid, but when you're depressed, you maybe drink more coffee, you maybe drink more tea, eat more fat, chocolate, all these things that make you feel good. Chocolate's a good example, because when I eat a bit of chocolate, I just get this rush. It's like, oh wow, I feel better already, sort of thing. But it's not good, because chocolate, it does do the rush, but then you come crashing down again. That's what it does to you, chocolate. I'm not saying don't eat chocolate ever, because who can do that, but I'm just saying when you're feeling in a depressed state, eating chocolate is probably not a good idea, because even though you'll get that rush and you'll feel better, the crash afterwards is no good. It's just, it makes you feel even worse, quite frankly. And it's the same for caffeine. Again, caffeine can give you that little pick me up and make you feel better, but once the caffeine hits you, it's no good. You're just feeling rotten again, worse in fact. So a few tips I would say is to eat loads of omega-3, because this mega helped me. It's like things like kiwis, things like your 5-a-day fruit, eggs, veg, things like that. Just anything that you think is good for you, basically. And it instantly makes you feel better. You can feel it in your body immediately almost. It's absolutely crucial. Feeling down, have a kiwi. Trust me, try it. You might not like kiwis, have something else from omega-3, but just try it. Feel good food does make you feel good. I've tried fish oil as well. I mean, it's not something I'd have had before in my life, but it's something that I can feel the benefits of it, doing that. So yeah, that's another highly recommended thing to do. Read, eat fruit. And you know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Exercise. Yeah, exercise. You've got the endorphins in your brain, and you need to release them when you're feeling depressed. It's great to release them anytime, to be honest, but when you're feeling depressed, getting those endorphins released in your brain is so important. And the way to do that, a good way to do that, is exercise. Go for a run, go to the gym. I go to the gym 5 days a week now. I never used to go at all, and I wouldn't be without it now. I'm not saying it makes me feel happy every day, because quite frankly it doesn't, but it certainly helps. There's just something, the chemicals released in your brain, and when you're running in the gym or doing weights or whatever, all of a sudden you just forget about everything else. Just what I do is I just put in a good podcast and I just listen away, and it really, really helps me. I couldn't be without it now. So where you like running, the gym, it can be boring at the gym, but I find if I just put a podcast in or watch TV at the gym or whatever, or just think about things I want to achieve in life, then it's the time flies by, and I love it. I honestly couldn't be without it. So I mean, these are all obvious things that probably everybody in YouTube's told you if you're depressed that you should do, but reading, eating well, gym. The fourth one, right, this one might sound silly, some might not, but to me, meditation is actually something I've found really helpful. My mind, I don't know if a lot of people maybe suffer this, but my mind has got a constant buzz of thoughts. Sometimes it feels like I'm walking through town, like, and there's just people nagging in your ear. So there's just all these thoughts. I'm thinking about one thing and then I'm thinking about the other, and I can never settle on a thought sort of thing. I'm just thinking, so much things to do. Meditation is so brilliant for that because it helps you focus. And I found this video, I'll link it below if I can find it. It's called Brendan Burchard. He's a motivational speaker, but he has this meditation called the release meditation technique, and it takes about 20 minutes, and basically all you do is you just try and focus on one word, and the music plays in the background. You sit for 20 minutes, close your eyes, focus on one word in your head for 20 minutes, and trust me, when this works, it sounds like a load of gobbledygook, load of nonsense, I know. I mean, I'm Scottish, I'm from Glasgow. Meditation, what? Do you want me here, you mate? You know what I mean? What a silly thing you say to somebody from Glasgow, but trust me, it's amazing. I'm not talking rubbish, I'm not being sponsored or anything like that to tell you about this. I've tried it, I do it every day, every morning, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. Because once you get used to it, and you just get used to focusing on this one word in your head, you just feel everything flow away, worries, thoughts, everything flows away, and you're just left with your brain nothingness, like almost like there's nothing in your brain. I've never experienced that in my life, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, it's definitely something I would recommend. So I'll try and link it below if I can find it, but you can also find it in iTunes, but I'll post the links if I can. Finally, I would say probably the most important tip of all of those is to find a passion. If you've got something you're passionate about, now I love video games, as you may be able to tell from behind me, but I love creating. I love creating things. I love creating websites. I love creating businesses. They don't work, by the way, but they might do one day, but I'm going to keep trying. But find a passion. It doesn't matter. If you do something you're passionate about a few hours a day, don't think, oh, I'm going to do this because I want to make money. Because, I mean, that's not important. You see all these videos on YouTube telling you, oh, I've made 50,000 a year from doing this and that, and it's probably mostly a load of nonsense. If you do something you're passionate about and you're really good at it, and you just got, it doesn't even matter if you're good at it, but if you love something and you do it every single day, I think that is the most important thing you can do, because it just takes your mind on something you enjoy doing, something that you love, and just do it every day. And if you're enjoying it, keep doing it, and your depression will flow away. I mean, it's so difficult. Depression is a horrible thing, but there's people who can help you. Talk to loved ones about it, talk to friends, talk to people. It's not a very nice thing to talk about. You might think, oh, they don't want to hear my worries, or they don't, but trust me, even just talking to someone will make you feel so much better. If you've got someone who you trust, who you know cares about you, talk to them, open up, talk to them, tell them how you feel. That is another thing that will make you feel instantly better, knowing that you've got someone there to support you. So do that. Try eating better, try exercise, try reading about the depression and understanding why it happens, because I feel that will really help you. Okay, so yeah, that's all I've got to say about depression. Sorry if it's a bit of a sad video, but I just want to try and help someone, even one person, if what I've learned from depression and from overcoming it helps someone, one person, then good. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Hopefully the next one will be on a bit of a more cheerier subject, maybe Rangers or video games or food or something I'm passionate about. Keep watching the channel. Me and the kids will probably be acting silly at some point, what we always do. Thanks for watching, and good luck and Happy New Year. Thanks for now. Bye.